Hi everyone, so welcome to Qlikview. So in this session, we'll be looking at how Qlikview Desktop will look like and how can we embed license in Qlikview Desktop. So this Qlikview Desktop is utilized or used to develop Qlikview applications. So this will be the developer console which we can see. So if you want to have this one, you should be downloading the Qlikview setup file from the click.com. So go to click.com and there you can find try or buy. So click on try or buy. Okay, and then you'll be redirected to the respective page where you can try or buy the software. So in this try or buy, you'll get two softwares from Click. So those are ClickSense or and Qlikview. So ClickSense is a cloud-based and it is a responsive, I can say, tool. So it is not the next level. It is much mobile customized, tool, and it is not a complete version, I can say. So this ClickSense is also available with cloud and compared to ClickView, so ClickSense is having limited functionalities as it is a new product. Okay, so let's go for downloading ClickView. So here you'll be getting personal edition. So what is meant by personal edition? So personal edition in which you will not be allowed to open the applications which are developed by other users. So suppose you have two missions, if you developed an application in your personal edition of Qlikview in mission 2, and if you try to open that in mission 1, it won't works. And it works for 4 documents in your mission 1. Once you exceeded that 4 documents opening, so it won't allow you to open other users developed or other developers developed applications in your mission. That's what personal edition is. And how to get rid of this thing? So if you have license, then only you can be able to open other developers developed applications. Okay, so just click on download Qlikview Professional Edition or Personal Edition for free, and then it will ask you to enter a couple of details. So just enter and then download it. So let's go for install. Okay, it will be simply agreeing the terms and here you are supposed to enter the details and then click on send form. Then you'll be redirected to a page in which so you can download the suitable version for your machine. So once you install the software, you can see the window like this. So this is a Qlikview Personal Edition. So it will look like normal Windows application developer or normal MS Office view kind of thing, right? So here it is having many number of features embedded in this. Okay, so I say it is a personal application, a personal edition. If I want to open applications that are developed by other users, I can't able to after exceeding the four attempts. Okay, so it will allow you to open 4 documents that are developed by other users. Okay, and apart from this, you will also get some kind of examples. Here you can see in the left pane. So here it is having getting started, movie database, data visualization, expense management, my life, blah 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 blah. So in this you'll be finding some of the ClickTech implemented ClickView dashboards. And these, even though these applications are developed by other developers, means ClickTech has developed. So you can open them even after opening the 4 applications that are developed by other, because these are coming in an embedded format with this setup. Okay, so apart from ClickView Personal Edition, there is one more edition called as Partner Edition, which uh, is having some special features like, suppose if you want to send a QVW, I mean a Qlikview workbook file to any other person, so they should have access to I mean either server, or they should be having Qlikview Desktop edition, this one which you can see installed in their machine. But if you purchase or if you have partner edition with you, so you can combine this qv.exe file with your Qlikview application and you can send them. So without installing the Qlikview in their machines or without having access to the server, they can able to open the dashboard and they can see. Okay, so that qvw and .exe binding is only available with partner edition. Okay, right. Coming to the licensing, here this is a personal edition. So if you want to put license, there are multiple ways for that. The first thing which I will recommend is for professional developers, they'll go for server. So what are the server is, so here license can be provided, license can be embedded to this personal edition in two ways. One, either through leasing license. So in the previous session we have seen cals. So if named cals were there in your server, you can lease license to this desktop and you can use that license to develop or to open other users or other developers developed applications for 30 days seamlessly. Okay, so if you have a Qlikview server and it is having name cal and you are having access to that, so you can put in your server name and your IDs and you can connect to the server and you can access the dashboards. Just try to open one of the dashboard, then you can you will be able to see your leased license from so and so server. This is one way, and the other way is go to settings, and from there navigate to user preferences. There you can find one of the tab called as license. Okay, so here write your username, organization, okay, and put in your license information. Okay, so if you want to change, so I mean for the first time you can so you can enter a license key and control number. So here you have to put in your license key and control number. So license key can be cannot be shared, it's confidential, and control number will be an I can say that it is like authenticated key. It's a 6-digit number which will be a secret number. So the license key and this control number combination will generate an LEF file. Okay, so this is a crucial one. So LEF file, once you put in license key and control number, press on next, so then your license will be embedded inside this, so that your application, I mean your desktop will be converted into professional edition, I can say. Okay, so these are the two methods, and if once you are done with that, you can go and find about your license information and your version in help. So go to help and click on about Qlikview. There you can find, so Qlikview for Windows and version, so which version is currently going on, it is SR15, and here you can find the license key if you have entered it. Okay, so this is how you can see the license, whether the license is installed in Qlikview Desktop or not. So if you want to update the license, so then you can put in the current license key. Okay, then click on contact license enabling server. So then it will fetch the license enabling enabler file, that is LEF. Okay, so if you don't have internet to your server or machine, so then you have to go to a system where in which you have internet connectivity. So then go there, open this URL lef1.clicktip.com/manual lef/default.aspx, and then put your license key, click on request lef. It will gives you the lef file contents. So then copy those contents in a file and transfer it to your machine through your intranet, and then you can put in your license key and the LEF contents, and you can press on OK. So then your it will be get enabled. So this is how you can install license in your Qlikview application. Okay, so this is pretty much about licensing. And coming to the visualizations. So let's see one of the ClickViews, I mean ClickTech build, dashboard. So let's go to data visualizations. Okay, so here this is called as QVW. So means ClickView Work Book. So like Excel is having a workbook with sheets, this ClickView workbook will also have sheets. Okay, so you can seamlessly navigate from sheet to sheet. So the navigation can be defined by you, or user can choose with the sheet names or IDs. I mean same like Excel. Okay, so let's go to the comparison. So here you have the charts which are developed in ClickView. So it's bar, group chart, bar and bar by grouping, and stacked bar. Okay, then you can see combo charts and radar, which is called a spider lines. Okay, then macro chart, pie, area, as well as block chart. Then you can find a waterfall here, and multiple types of trends. You mean you can plot box plots in trend. So you can also check relationship. So within the grid chart, okay, and there are scatter charts. In scatter plots you can name, and there are trellis, means you can divide one bar chart into multiple bar charts dynamically. Okay, so and there are multiple tables, means one is pivot table and another one is strike table. The pivot is like collapsible one, and it's having another one is strike table. So there are other features for drill downs. Okay, and so you can create a kind of I mean uh, 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 charts with available ones. You can derive some kind of charts. Here it is a butterfly chart, so it can be created from a strike table. So you can derive charts from existing charts. Suppose we can derive waterfall chart from bar chart. Okay, so like that. And there are uh, charts that can be embedded inside the tables. Okay, sparkle lines, bars, and all these things. And there are other KPI indicators which you can use and visualizing the information like speedometer, linear gauge, and tubes and traffic lights, so like red, green, uh, yellow, or else you can display just information. You can have a simple small bar chart to indicate. So and all and Qlikview has rich set of visualizations, and you can customize them, and you can derive charts from existing ones. And not only these, there are other charts that can be utilized in ClickView, so which are called as extension charts, that we'll see in the upcoming sessions. And also along with these, there is a portal called as Click Branch, which rich set of extension objects are available, which can be used in ClickView for building rich set of visualizations according to the client's requirements. Okay, so these are the basic visualizations that can be implemented in ClickView. Okay, right. So this is a workbook, I can say. Okay, so let's go to file menu. So the file menu, you can see new, open in server, open URL, open FTP, close, source control, and favorites. Okay, so the source control is used for SVNs. If you want to configure SVNs, versioning, softwares with ClickView, then you can do it here. Okay, so let's create a first program or first application. So what are you creating in ClickView, that will be saved in the form of .qvw. So that is the application. Okay, so .qvw is ClickView Work Book. It's an extension for storing ClickView application. Okay, so we'll see other formats of ClickView, other file formats of ClickView in upcoming classes. Okay, so let's create a first one. So go there, click on new. Okay, then it will ask you to select a file path where your data is resides. So today we haven't created anything, so there is no dataset available. So we will work on dataset in the upcoming sessions. Okay, so if you want to load data quickly, you can use these things. Okay, so now I don't want. Okay, so let's see the file menu now. So if you click on file menu, you'll get a couple of options. Okay, so save as, mail as attachment, print, source control, export. Okay, export sheet as an image or export document layout, you can do either way. And import, so you can import document layout, okay, from other sources. And edit script, so edit script is utilized when it's a window where in which you can write script for loading data and for performing ETL actions. So all these kind of things you can do. And here control, reload. So once you perform all your coding part, you have to reload. Once you trigger the reload, it will load the data from sources, and then it will apply the transformations or ETL functions that you have implemented, and then make it available for development. So this is what reload will do. And partial reload, we'll discuss it in later time. So partial reload, if you enable partial reload or if you do partial reload, it will load only the tables which are having or which are defined for partial load. Okay, which this is also called in term, also called as add load. Okay, right. So reduce data, this is another functionality which we'll discuss in later class. Then table viewer, which is which is which will visualize the relation between tables. Okay, so in table viewer you can find two types of views. One is ClickView view, another one is I can say source view. So how the data is coming from the source, on which links it is, on which relations it is coming in, and after doing after doing all operations or all transformations, how the click view is treating the data. So both views are available, and exit is for exit. Okay, so these are all the file menu options which we have in this. Okay, right. So let's click on edit script. Once I click on edit script, so it will open a window. Okay, so here also you'll have different menu. So here the file menu which you have in this is only for scripting. Okay, so here also you'll have file, reload, debug means for debugging, and create hidden script. You can write some script in hidden format which is not accessible. Suppose if you have any connection strings with passwords, so in that kind you can create a hidden script. Okay, so it is good practice to have those things. And save entire document, and you can save as, so you can open external script files. Means if you write a script here, you can save the script in a text file or else in Qlikview script format. Okay, if you want to save this in Qlikview script format, the extension for that is .qvs, that is Qlikview script file. So you can import that as well. I'll show you how to import that as, and there are two types of imports that we'll discuss later on. Okay, so and then exporting script file is there. You can export and print tab, print all tab, table viewer, as we have discussed. And coming to edit, edit, you have clear and tire script. So for removing and final replace is there, comment, uncomment, indentation, outdent. These are usual of code formatting uh, functionalities. And insert, you can set statement, there are set statements, I can say, and environmental variables. So the variables which you are seeing, which are on the screen are called as environmental variables. Okay, so these are the global variables. So here ClickView is setting based on the uh, Installation. Suppose if you install Qlikview in English with United States, it will consider 1000 separator as comma, decimal point, dot, and these are the environmental variables. So these are the values might vary from country to country. Okay, right? So these are the formats. So the entire application will follow until unless if you apply some customizations on these formats. Okay, so insert, and then script file, you can insert a script file and include statement for including the code, and domain as id, so we'll discuss it later on, and then test script. So if you want to have a test script, just click on this. So once you click on this, you will get a test script that is created by ClickTech. So as I told you already, once you are done your code modification activity, so reload it. So before reloading, let's save it. So click on save button, and so let me save this somewhere on the PC. So go to desktop, there are some QE training, C, so QVW. Okay, so in this folder I am creating click gig first dashboard. So let's save it. So now we have saved it, so you can see the path where you have saved it. Then go for reloading. So after reloading, you can see the fields. Okay, so and what are all the tables we have. Okay, so these fields are related to all the tables. So if you want to see a particular table fields, and you can click on the table, so you can find only those things, those fields I can say. Okay, so this is a sheet property window. It will be opened by default. Okay, so once you reload the application. Okay, so let's save this. And as I told you earlier, so if you want to see how ClickView data model look like, and press on Control T. Okay, this is the table viewer which we call it as, or else enable the design toolbar. So there you can find a table viewer. So Control T is a shortcut for this. Click on table viewer. You can see how ClickView will treat data like. So as I told you, ClickView will work on association. So here the tables, three tables are there. Three tables are linked with the field names, the common field names. So here characters table is having NUM, and ASCII table is having NUM, and transaction table is also having NUM. Okay, so based on the common field name, so these tables were joined, and the relation was formed. Okay, and here you can see export image, which will export the image of this one. Export structure, you can export the structure, printing, copy image. So auto image will rearrange the tables structure. That's it. It's just a view, and you can change the zoom size. So this is the internal table view. Okay, means how ClickView will treat the data. Okay, and the source table view. This is how ClickView will read the data. So this source table view will show how ClickView is reading the data, and internal table view how ClickView is treating the data. Okay, this is about ClickView table viewer, right? So we have reloaded the data. Okay, then we have something here. So if I right click on this pane and create, click on properties, I can see this. First general, there will have my sheet name. So these are, you can see here, sheet properties. So in this we have sheet name. So this is nothing but sheet title. Okay, I can change the sheet, my first sheet. Okay, if I click on apply, this will get changed. Okay, I can change the tab style as well. If I change the glass gray, So here my tab style will get changed. Okay, you can use custom colors as well. So if I want to change the background of the sheet, I can do that. So let's click on sheet settings, click on color, so you can select multiple colors, or I mean, you, that depends on you. Okay, so let me select some color. So, and I'll tell you best practices to have colors in your palette. So, and some of the time reducing factors that are very much helpful while developing real-time applications, that will also I'll tell you later. And here this is how we can change the particular sheet background. Okay, if you want to set an image, just click on image, select the image, so that will work fine. Okay, so if you want to hide a sheet, you can hide, means you can show or hide condition on your requirement. Okay, so it is possible to show a sheet on a conditional basis. Suppose if my sales are 10,000, show its respective in charts, or else hide it. So like that you can hide or show the sheet. Okay, right. And then fields, then objects. Suppose if you have created any charts, so each and every chart is called as an object here. So you can see all those charts and all. And security, I mean, in this you can find, so removing do you want to allow developers or users to add sheets or remove sheets or sheet objects, moving sheet objects, copying or cloning sheet objects, accessing sheet object properties, removing. So everything will be, and triggers. Suppose if you want to, if you move to, I mean, if you navigate to other sheet, you want to perform any actions, or if you are navigating from other page, other sheet to this sheet, you want to perform some actions, so you can trigger them as well. Okay. This is how sheet properties will work. So we'll see them in detail in action. So and coming to so let's create a first. So if you want to create any object here, so just right click on sheet, go to new sheet object. Okay, you will find the object which are available in ClickView. So list box is used for creating selection box. Okay, so one field you can select, and statistics box, it will give average, max and min, and multi box is for multiple I mean values, or multiple field values you can select. Okay, table box, just simply a table box, so there will be no calculations allowed inside this. And charts you have, so as I shown you, the charts are there. ClickView charts, bar, line, and all these charts, and input box, which is allow you to enter some data in there, and current selections will show you which are the values across has been selected, and button, text object, so line, arrows, slide, bookmark objects, search objects, container, custom objects. So we'll see all these things in upcoming session. Okay, so this is just an intro and getting familiar with the front end and as well as the scripting. Okay, this is it, and thanks for watching. Please do subscribe.